Good morning, everyone. Today, this session, we will continue on to the question and answer section. Previously, in our video, we received about 4 questions, and the first one is from Reynaldy. She asks that, who are the adolescents that have the potential for suicidal behavior? Thank you in advance, and Bagus Ramadhan, you are pleased to answer the question.
Thank you, Mr. Reynaldy. So, firstly, I would like to thank to those who have commented to our video before. And there are 4 questions that I'll try to answer it today. The first is from Christine. Adolescents who have a potential to do the suicide is those who have a major depression. It might occur when the depression reaches its worst state and the victim find a way out, so they oftenly decide to do the suicide.
Okay, then we can proceed to the next question. The next question comes from Sharon Kesia. She asks that adolescent often cracks under the pressure of the current education system. Personally, what would you change about the system to make it less draining? Is it necessary to completely ignore it or get rid of the ranking or scoring system?
Thank you. This is an interesting question. So, I don't really think that the scoring system is the problem, because a scoring system must be a media for the student to reflect themselves. Maybe if they have a low score from another student, he must do the more effort in the next test, so they will compete with their classmates. In some of cases that I found, the problem is it's their own environment. The example is from their own parents and their own teachers. They oftenly strict and ask the student to have a higher score in school. Number 3.
Okay, and then we can continue on to number 3. Question number 3 comes from Olga Amanda. Nowadays, the topic of mental illness and suicidal behavior is often brought up, especially teenagers in social media. People have been openly discussing it, which is a good thing, but do you think that some people glamorize it? There are times where they are faking it and using these issues to get clout or attention. What is the cause of that? I'd like to know. She'd like to know your thoughts. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. So the answer is, from some cases that I found, these students often to seek attention because they think this is a cool thing and they can be famous because of that, and they think that this is a cool thing, which is not. So it's a totally wrong, something wrong. So as the part of the society, we need to help them. Maybe we can bring those students who have this serious problem to the psychologist, because a person who start to talk about suicide, it's not a small thing again. It's a serious problem.
Okay, and then we can proceed on to the last question. It comes from Mahendra Data, and then he asks that suicidal behavior is an urgent problem we need to solve in the right way. Nowadays, instead of supporting this adolescent with suicidal behavior, there are lots of people who blame them for something else. They accuse them that they didn't worship the God well, or they didn't have much faith in God. Here's his question. What is your opinion about this? If you guys disagree with these people, please tell me please tell him how to educate them.
Alright, thank you Mahendra for the question. This is an interesting question too. For this case, the answer is simple, because as the people who believe in God and have a religion, they must have learned how to treat a people who have a serious problem. They must help them, not accuse them. So if they judge the people who have a serious problem like suicide, we need to ask his faith and his religious, her or him religious. Thank you.
Well, guys, that's all from us. I hope you are satisfied with our answer. Thank you very much.